Hi, just thought I would look at the New Year moons so that we get an idea of what this year may portend. All of us, wherever we are in the world, we awoke on January 1st to a moon in Aries, moon in the sign of Aries. That is where Rahu has been, is currently. Rahu is the North Lunar node. So the moon was close to Rahu on January 1st. Whether we look at January 1st, a midnight chart or sunrise chart, the moon was in Aries on January 1st. Moon in Aries is with Rahu, means we may be hungering for leadership or strategy or goal setting. We may be really seeking to be more assertive, to be more independent and individual. We have to be careful. Rahu is very hungry. And when Rahu and the moon come together, it can make the mind even doubtful and full of some anxieties. So we may be hungering for that external experience of our own individuality, our own power, our own assertion. And yet we may not be feeling ever satisfied by it. So we want to be careful with that moon and Rahu conjunction. Now, if you are living in Asia, the Middle East, Africa, or Europe, then the moon was specifically inside of Aries, in a part of Aries known as Ashwini. So it's an asterism or a field of stars within, so it's a smaller portion of Aries. Ashwini is a beautiful nakshatra, actually. It's a nakshatra of the healer, of medicine, of swift medicine, symbolized by a horse. And the planetary ruler is Ketu. So those people living in Asia, Europe, Middle East, Africa, to the east of Greenwich, and including Greenwich or UTC, will have Ketu as the signifier of what this year looks like. If we say the year was born January 1st, then the year was born into a Ketu dasha period, because Ketu is the planetary ruler for that nakshatra. And that begins our periods or our themes. So Ketu is, now it's interesting because we had moon with Rahu, and then Ketu is the South Lunar node. So moon, when the year was born, moon was with the North Lunar node, but in a asterism or in a nakshatra of the South Lunar node. So you've got the nodes pretty influential, you could say. Ketu is opposite of Rahu. If Rahu is very externalizing, very hungry, can create volatility and chaos and uncertainty, all things we like so much as humans, right? Ketu's the opposite. Ketu is more about retraction. You can see, for instance, in Europe, you've got the war in Ukraine continuing, as much as we don't want that to be true. And there may be some of this kind of retracting energy. But also Ketu is beautiful because Ketu is moksha karaka. Ketu is an indicator of yoga, of meditation, of going inward in order to find your true nature and your highest self. So those of you in that part of the world, consider this a good year for spirituality, for meditation, for perhaps being assertive, moon in Aries, but being assertive about what's most important for your own highest self. Okay. Those of us on the other side of Greenland, so anywhere you could say in Newfoundland, Canada, the United States, South America, we woke up to a moon in Bharani Nakshatra. So again, for all of us everywhere in the world, moon is in Aries, and it was with Rahu. But there's this slight shift where those of us more in the West, moon was in Bharani Nakshatra when we woke up, whether it was midnight or sunrise. And Bharani is a pretty different nakshatra. Again, they're both Aries, so they both have that sense of the fire sign, right? The sense of being assertive, being, muscular, being in action, making things happen, being independent. But with Bharani Nakshatra, it's ruled by Venus. Bharani Nakshatra relates to Shakti, relates to that power to create and destroy, to give and to take, right? And so with the Venus as the planetary ruler for this year, people, more North America and South America may be seeing an opportunity to create, an opportunity to even grow some wealth, an opportunity to grow relationships. Those of us west of Greenland, again, it's Bharani Nakshatra. Bharani's ruled by Venus. That gives us a Venus flavor to our year. Again, Venus is a planet of love and beauty, relationships, art, harmony, but it's also a planet of wealth. I think of it as a planet that relates most to nature, Mother Nature, and all of the delights of nature, the beauty, the bounty, the might, and the majesty. So east of Greenland, it's Ketu. It's a Ketu year. West of Greenland, it's Venus influencing the year. Again, both with Moon and Aries, conjunct Rahu. Now, another really important thing that's happening this year, this month actually, is Saturn is moving. Saturn's been in Capricorn for 3 years. He usually takes 2.5 years to get through a sign. He stayed because of these long retrogrades that he went through while he was in Capricorn. So he ended up being here 3 years. It's been long. It's been 3 long retrogrades. You guys are so strong. You're so present. You're so committed. You're so self-reliant. You're so reliable. You're so honest. You have so much integrity. You're such good people. And this has been a hard 3 years for you. So glory be to God. The good news is Saturn is finally going to get off your moon. He's moving to Aquarius on January 17th. So if you've got Moon in Capricorn, or you've got Saturn in Capricorn, then, or if you have Aquarius rising, then you've had Saturn transit in your 12th house. These are all people who are going to be glad to see this transit. Saturn leaving Capricorn and moving to Aquarius. Now, because Saturn's so slow moving, we may be already feeling that Saturn is moving, that Saturn is leaving, right? But certainly that hit to the heart you've probably felt. And in the last, moments before he goes, he wants to make sure that we've really learned our lessons. So this is a great time for those of you, again, with Capricorn Moon, Capricorn 12th house, or Capricorn Saturn. This is a really important time. Everybody can do this. What did I learn over these 3 years? What lessons have I learned that I will take with me? How have I really found my inner mettle, my inner strength, my inner resilience, my inner greatness? And how do I commit to taking that forward into life? Saturn in Aquarius is in dignity there in Aquarius. Those of you with Moon in Aquarius, you're going to be right in the middle of your Sadhisati. Those of you with Saturn in Aquarius, you're going to be experiencing your Saturn return. We're expecting this to be a lighter transit because Saturn is so strong in Aquarius, so uplifted in Aquarius, where he may be bringing work towards pioneering advancements, work towards growth in technology, science, math, etc. But also, I always like to remember that Aquarius is a pluribus unum. Aquarius loves humanity, the brotherhood of humankind. Aquarius is so idealistic. Aquarius is all about, the cosmos and how does it work, right? But how does this one big living place where we are, how does it work, and how can it work for all of us? So Aquarius is quite a beautiful place for Saturn to be, hopefully uniting and reuniting us, even in the respect for our diversity. So Saturn going to Aquarius should be promising. We've got Jupiter still in Pisces until late April, and we've got the nodes, Rahu in Aries and Ketu in Libra all the way until November, when they move backwards to Pisces and Virgo respectively. So it's a big view of this year, but I just wanted to give you some idea of what to work with, because I really do feel that Jyotish is the Ayurveda of the sky, understanding the energies that are present and how to work with those to our greatest favor, but also so that we can unfold and evolve our greatest self. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful 2023. Happy New Year and blessings to you all. Thank you.